There they stand, General Shindo and Amari being met by a man named General Douglas Wilson, and they are completely confused. Wait, what? I think you must be mistaken. I'm the general of the JAMF. Oh, perhaps you should have been more specific than that. I am the general of the Japanese AMF in the future. Huh? Even the general soldiers are baffled by Douglas Wilson's words. Okay, explain. From the distance on the hill, the reporters and soldiers looks on as the three generals speaks to each other. All of them are really anxious to know what is being talked about. What are they talking about down there? And who is that man? I have no idea. A hand touches the man's shoulder twice. Kenichiro turns around and sees Miki Sagusa standing behind him. Oh, hey, it's nice to see you again. Where did you come from? Mortimura turns around and sees her as well. I told you, I have my ways of getting to places. Anyway, what's going on so far? Well, aside from the massive ship that crash landed here, nothing much for the past 5 minutes. Kenichiro, aren't you going to introduce me to her? Oh, this is Miki Sakusa, the one I told you about. Miki, this is my girlfriend, Morimura. The two women bows to each other and shakes their hands. Nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you. And your boyfriend here is kind of clumsy. Hey, that's not true. Oh, really? Back near the downed ship, Shindo puts his 2 fingers under his chin. I see. I understand the situation now. I honestly thought it would be harder for you to believe. Not at all. And I'm very sorry for what happened to you. It's alright, sir. General Shindo looks up at the massive ship. So, the ship is yours, I presume? Oh, not at all. This belongs to a good friend who is with me. Well, what is it? This is a battle carrier, half battleship, half aircraft carrier. This one is part of the Salvation class, and we partially converted it into a massive time machine, the SS Hope Unto Dawn. Interesting name. How long has this ship been in service? In the future, a full decade. It actually saw combat during that period, but we escaped and traveled back to the year 1992. Whatever the reason is, and whatever happened, it looks like the ship is in poor condition. It's not just that. We are currently attending to the sick, wounded, and dead. If you couldn't tell by the smell of my uniform. Don't you usually have a medical staff? We did, but in our last battle before we came back to this time, most of the medical staff either went missing or killed in action. Then it sounds like you need some assistance. Wilson's eyes widens a little. You would actually help us? Of course. Thank you so much. General Amari, keep him company. I'll be right back. Shindo turns around and runs to the hill. Look, the general's coming! The reporters huddles against each other, asking the approaching Shindo what is going on. The general stops just 10 feet away from the barrier and raises his hands up, getting the people to settle down. Sir, is it a spaceship from another planet? General, is that man you are talking to an alien? Everyone, please! Let me confirm that the man down below is indeed human. More information is coming out, but for now, it is classified. Now, please excuse me. The police officers and soldiers clears the barrier and clears a path for the general to walk. He stops near the medium trucks. Sergeant Masuda! Yes, sir. Assemble your squad and come with me, and make sure to bring more medical supplies. Yes, sir. 57 Medical Squad, move up, behind the general! As the squad assembles behind the general, Shindo looks over to his right. Right away, he spots Miki laughing with Morimura at Terasawa, who is holding his hair. Oh my fucking god, why me? I'm sorry, but it was just too funny. Now I'm truly back in high school. Shindo approaches the three, getting their attention. Huh? The general, along with the 57 Medical Squad, heads down the hill towards the Hope Unto Dawn. Sakusa, Morimura, and Terasawa, who are following close behind, do not know what to think of this. Hey, what's this all about? I have no idea. Miki? The Esper can only shrug in response. The three becomes overwhelmed the moment they stop near the Dawn starboard amidships. They all stop, standing side by side, in front of the future General Wilson. General, the 57 Medical Squad is here to assist you. I can't express how grateful I am. Everyone hears footsteps coming from inside of the ship. Shindo, let me introduce you to the crew of the Dawn. The first to step out is a man with his natural red hair in a damaged, dark gray Admiral uniform. The second come out is another man who is more blonde, but his JMSDF-like uniform is more battle-scarred and torn in some parts, with parts of his skin peeling off, revealing robotic parts within the body itself. Finally, a female steps out, who limps on one leg and looks to be Asian, with her aim at battle gear even more battle damaged. She is also covered in blood on one side of her head and upper arm. Looking at the three, everyone, except for Wilson, is stunned by the state of the condition that they are in. Holy shit. Sound off. I am Admiral Dennis Grinchico. I am Android Model 1911, M11 for short, but my formal name is Vice Admiral Robert Field. And I'm Master Chief Petty Officer Amelia Cano. Wait. You're an android? Yes, I am. I used to be human until the accident. But hey, I haven't lost my sense of humor. That's a relief. Well, go on, you three. Introduce yourselves. Right. Miki Sugusa, Class S 4th Rank Esper. Jackie Monomura, anchorwoman and assistant editor for the Japan Times. Kenichiro Terasawa, cameraman, writer, and reporter for the Japan Times. Amelia's eyebrows perks up a little when she hears the last two's names. Shindo? You mind telling me why you brought us here? You're the only one that I can trust to report this, and not have Mickey sneaking onto the ship. Hey, I would never do that. Bullshit, you wouldn't. Anyway, with the introductions out of the way, let's not waste any more time. All of you, please follow us. The future general turns around and enters the ship, with its colleagues following suit. Everyone else follows them inside. Wait, what? Permission granted. He approved her request with no hesitation. M11, you'll be staying with Miss Sakusa. And leave the ship, sir? Don't worry. It'll be under my watch. But, sir, Robert, that is an order. Yes, sir. The android steps back a few steps and stands beside Sakusa, who figures he is staying with her. General Wilson, would you like to stay with me and my family? I would love to. All right. Let's get off of the ship. We'll send in the 2nd Engineer Battalion to help with the ship's repairs. The rest of you, we will see you all in Shiota this evening.